Hello, Thunderchild First Nation. My name is Leonard Sapp here. We're in Treaty 6 territory on September 17th, 2022. I accepted a nomination to run for position of headman here for the upcoming election 2022 at Thunderchild. Um, it's October 3rd today, and on October 2nd, yesterday, we were in Lloydminster for a small candidates forum. We invited members, urban members, Onion Lake members, Lloydminster members to show up. It was a little bit short notice, but some people had got the message, and I'm thankful for the ones who did show up. Because it's good that they showed up because the people that I spoke with, we had very similar ideas. The one person I spoke with wanted to start a security company, and he was actively involved with Onion Lake and how they dealt with their meth crisis. So we had a really good conversation, a good long conversation. There's a lot of points that are similar with how I'm imagining the security for our reserve should be like. One thing I did tell him about was one of my ideas was to contact the Cheyenne tribe regarding the dog soldiers and to contact the Mohawk regarding the Warrior Society. I believe reaching out to our fellow clan, our fellow tribes here on Turtle Island, we'll be able to help develop and look at our own ways for our tribe to combat these issues. And it's not combat; it's about helping. It's not about kicking in doors or boarding up houses. It's about helping these people. It's about finding out which resources they need specifically to help them get on their feet. Even dealing with addictions. I mean, that in itself is a whole nother realm of issues. I could go on and on about that. But I just want to talk about the conversations I had yesterday at the candidates forum. So one was the security issue. This guy wanted to create his own company, and I just gave him a few of my ideas of how I see something like that for our nation. So that was a great conversation. Another one I had, wanted to find out a couple of my ideas, and it was a very brief visit, but thank you for the talk. So what I told her, or sorry, what I told them was, one of my ideas was for the upcoming wellness center. So the tentative scheduled date to open is May 2023. And I told them that one of my ideas it was actually inspired by Big River First Nation. So when they open their brand new Jim Nielsen Sports Complex on September 6th, the National Hockey League Players Association donated 16 sets of youth equipment to the First Nation. So I one of my ideas was to reach out to these sports companies, reach out. There's all different sports, all different kind of sponsors, all different corporations. So many outlets we could reach out to: Nike, Adidas, Reebok, and find out their programming. I know Nike has a program called Nike Empowering Communities. Adidas has one called Adidas Legacy. There's so many options to choose from. Our youth are not alone. As a leader, I fully intend to help to solidify the support for our youth because I was a youth. I was a youth needing that help. I was a youth playing sports. I'm a basketball player, and a lot of people don't know that I used to play soccer a long time ago. I'm still very good at it, mind you. But I'm very athletic. I've been athletic my whole life. So definitely sports is one major department. I definitely want to support, and I want to help bring as much resources as we can. I want women's sports, I want men's sports, I want kids sports, even elders. Elders can participate in low level activity. But it's all for wellness. It's all for athletics. It's all for improving sports here in the community for everybody, especially youth. So I'm super happy that we had that conversation. There was one more idea that I brought up yesterday was my workforce. I did update it on my page, www.facebook.com/vote for leadership. That's my Facebook page. I am uploading my blogs as well. All the ideas from my page will go onto my website. But the one was the workforce. Um, so the workforce, the whole idea is to unite staff, to bring staff together, to put all the staff under one guidance, one guide of principles, one protection, one set of regulations that'll protect all of our staff, because our staff are band members too. We need a workforce that'll help unite our staff. We got a lot of events, and bringing together our staff will create more volunteers. It'll create more unity. It'll create safer environments for our staff. Um, Having the workforce will ensure each department, each we have Gordon Commercial Center, we have the Retro Petro, we have Thunder Farm. So many of our companies and so many of our staff need protection and help and support, just like our band members. So this workforce will help develop these policies, these guidelines and regulations, so that everybody's protected, everybody's unified, and not only that, but having this workforce, you can become a part of the workforce if you're unemployed. They will help you make resumes, they'll take you to interviews, they'll help you get jobs. And this is not only for on reserve band members, this is for urbans as well. So when I think about my issues, I have a long history of education, and I took the abject program in 2005. I just recently did a Lance program, kind of wait down a ski. Sorry, the pronunciation might be wrong, but I did really well in intro to law. I did really well in economics, and all of this information combined with training, it's helping me really smooth out the edges on a lot of my ideas, and a lot of my ideas are outsourced funding. We don't have to pay for our ideas. A lot of it, the government will sponsor, the government will help pay for these things. It's not me saying, I promise you this. It's me saying, we need this, and this is how we're going to get it from the government. So choosing a wise leadership, that's one of the things you really got to think about, is who's going to negotiate for our people, who's going to reach out to these corporations and ask for the sponsorships that we need to help our community be fully resourceful for our people. I mentioned that before. um, so lots of good conversations from the people that I spoke with. There's an upcoming on October 5th at the St. George Senior Citizens Hall in Saskatoon. I'll have to post the address later on, but I believe this one is October 5th from 6 to 9 p.m. In Saskatoon. Um, so another thing, there's so much to talk about. I wanted to do an Orange Shirt Day Part 2 to because I wanted to dive into history with my people. I wanted to talk a little bit about when the settlers came. I wanted to talk a little bit about some of the policies that oppressed our people, why there's welfare, why there's incarceration, the back to the Indian agents. I want to do little briefings on that, because I think it's really important for our people to understand why we're here, why we have so much issues in our communities, and what we're doing about them now, and what we can do about them. That's the whole mission for my campaign, was to inspire the youth, to inspire the people, to inspire my people to become more prideful in who we are, um, solidifying that sovereignty in the government's eyes is us creating our own laws, us creating our own bonds to this planet, and solidifying them in these principles and guidelines that in the colonized view. I mean, man, there's just so much I can talk about right now. There was the life promotion project that I participated in a few days ago, with our very own TC members, who's piloting that project in association with I don't know, government organization, SAS government organization. Um, that life promotion project is what our community needs for all the programming that we lack, for all the programming that we don't have, for the funding that we can't access. This program it helps our people do that. It helps our people decide what's best for ourselves. um it was an awesome project, and I received the email this morning. I signed up to become a part of that project, because I brought a lot of ideas to them, and I think it's one thing that if we engage with the life promotion project, it's going to help us advance and enhance our programming. I always talk about enhancing programming, and this program, the Life Promotion Project, is one way to help us do that. It'll give us the resources that we need to do that. It'll give us the training. It'll give us the access. It'll start helping us with data collection. Um, I don't know how many years back that was, but one of the issues at FSIN was everybody was talking about data collection and how there's systemic racism. There's we can't access our justice files. We can't access our health files, and I think we really need to start collecting our own data, because not only that, then that can kickstart collecting our history. We can start collecting our historical data as well, preserving it. We can start taking back our artifacts from the European museums. Museums worldwide have everything that anthropologists stole from our people after the settlers came. That See, those are stories that I want to help our people understand, and I want to help teach them. I want to, with these videos, I want to talk about things like that to show you why I do the things I do, the decisions that I make, the subjects I put in my music, all the ideas that I come up with. It all comes from sociological perspective. It comes from criminology. It comes from political science and studies. Um, it comes from an understanding and an informed perspective. So I want to share that all with you guys, with band members. Um, and using the social media, I want to be fully transparent. If I become a leader, it's just only going to continue. You guys are going to know what I'm fully into. You guys are going to know what we're up to. You're going to know everything, because you are the ones that are going to make these decisions. That's something our people don't understand. When it comes to something like cows and plows, everybody's waiting to see what chief and council are going to do. It's not up to them. It's up to you as the people. You're the one who are going to come together and amend it and legislate what happens with those funds. So that's what, like, I'm not here to pull wool over your eyes. I'm here to be transparent and be fully communicating, to be fully accountable for everything that a leader is supposed to uh supposed to help our community, supposed to serve our community, instead of pushing people away, pushing them back into the corner. Everybody's doing drugs. There's nowhere for kids to go. I did speak with well, I heard from there is a justice worker. She's a probation officer. Her name is Carrie Millard, and she's wondering what's going on, because there's a lot of people that she's dealing with from Thunderchild, and they're telling her the exact same thing. There's nothing for people to do. There's nowhere for them to go. So I do have more ideas regarding those situations. I'm kind of going off topic here, but it's good that I am, because these are the kind of conversations I want to have with you people. These are the kind of things that I'm thinking of. These are the kind of things that I want to help. I want to help influence and to help our community. September 30th, my event. Wow, like, that should have been a video on it in its own. We had so much fun, so much community members. While I was setting my event, I was receiving more donations for door prizes. We ended up giving away about 6 door prizes. We had dance contests for elders, men, women, children, and we even had prizes for those winners of those contests. It was so much fun. It was all in sportsmanship. It was all to bring the community together, and wow, it was a total success. The youth walked away with all my door prizes. One adult walked away with a brand new hat. So congrats to all of you. I'm glad, I'm glad everyone came together. I'm glad everybody was happy. The kids played soccer, baseball. What an amazing time. Everybody was asking me when my next event is. So I'm already thinking about that. So stay tuned. Um, One more quick thing. Going back to the wellness center, going back to sports and community, man, I want to shout out the Ramrods. I want to shout out Native Strong. I want to shout out the Monsters. I want to shout out Stingers, and a very, very special shout out to the Nehewak. Um, when we elevate our sports and enhance our sports program, these are the foundations. Even the under 18 boys volleyball team, those guys that you guys are champions. You guys, wow, you guys did very well. I followed you guys' progress that one year, and you guys did amazing, and you guys are role models for the community. But the main thing is, you guys are the foundations of the sports here in Thunderchild. You guys are the foundations of the champions. You guys are champions yourselves. Like, even golf's coming up now. I mean, having the wellness center is gonna hopefully boost all of this sports, youth, and recreation. And I'm there 100% to fully support that it happens. And I want you guys to be involved, because we're gonna enhance sports for you as well. We can have women's teams, we could have men's teams in different leagues, different sports. We even got pool players here in Thunderchild. So the sports and recreation, I really like every program I have ideas for, but these are the ones that matter. These are the ones that are going to help us with athletics. It's going to help us with health and wellness. It's going to bring us together. Um, Hi, sorry about that. I just had my little light here go off. So, just real quickly, once again, shout out to the Ramrod, shout out to Native Strong, shout out to the Monsters, shout out to the Stingers, and a special shout out to Nehewak. Um, you're the ones, you're the foundation. Let's bring the community together this election. Let's vote for change. Let's be the change. Let's vote wisely, everybody. Thank you to my followers. Thank you to the people who are listening. Um, October 8th, Saskatoon in, you could vote 10 to 6. October 10th in Edmonton in, you could vote 10 to 6. And October 17th, right here in Thunderchild First Nation. Make sure your votes count. Vote wisely. Be the change. Thank you very much, Thunderchild. Vote wisely. Hi, hi.